Alright, start recording! Let's freaking go! So, this is being recorded on the 8th of January. It's almost midnight. That's because I've had a energy drink and I'm feeling damn good. I also just finished up a fun round of Castle Crashers with my boy Claw Gaming. And now we are here to, let's see if that's the speed boost. Let's see what we can do. Ah! That's a great way to start, you fucking idiot. So, again, this is a reaction to the midpoint of the NHL season. Ooh, that guy just went kaboom. I will be going through my biggest surprises of both good and bad. And a little something I do every single year. Like, even before I was doing, like, content creation. Something I would always try to discuss with my buddies that were into the hockey. And, I guess really just try to challenge myself to an extent. And, like, trying to, I don't know, just make a, oh, that hurt. But yeah, just trying to make some predictions and try to get better at, knowing the sport as a whole, you know? So. Oh, 858, not... I mean, if that wasn't awesome, I guess. So, I will make sure to put the standings up in the, after, since this is live on Twitch right now. Out of the East, I believe my biggest good surprise, will be the Philadelphia Flyers. And that says something, like, although things could be different, I haven't seen the update to Jamie Drysdale recently, but... he took a bad hit from Ross Johnston, and there's no place in the game for that shit. That was blindside. I don't care what anybody says. That was dirty. 100%. But, going back to the Flyers being a big surprise, probably even the biggest thing, yes, Trevor Zegras having an incredible season. Jamie Drysdale kicking ass. They've invested in some young players who were not the biggest fans, I guess, of Pat Verbeek in Anaheim. And especially for Drysdale, Philadelphia had to pay up for Drysdale. Why do I freaking... But also from the way things were sounding during the time in Anaheim, it sounded like Cutter Gauthier, or not Anaheim, idiot. Flyers prospect Cutter Gauthier sounded like he wanted out. So sometimes that's all you can do with these players. If they're not going to sign for you, if they're not going to play for you, you got to get something for them. Ah, fuck, I did that to myself. But probably the biggest thing specific to... Motherfucker! God, does the Fox, like, have a extra stun to it? Because I feel like I can't recover as well when it gets hit. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I get it, I suck. Yeah, some classic. Let's switch over to, Was it the speed one? The Stingray. But yeah, the biggest surprise with the Flyers, for me at least, is Dan Vladar. 28-year-old journeyman. He is having a career year. I mean, he's 28, I want to say. 28, 29. So he's at the age that a lot of goaltenders will hit their prime. So, hey, ride that while he's got it. I'd say that's also good for Philadelphia with Sam Ersson. Very young. He still has a long... I like Ersson's future. Biggest bad surprise. I think there's a lot of easy ones that could come out of the East, but for me personally, it is the Columbus Blue Jackets. Why after their bad seasons in the past? Simply because I expected more. You know, like, I really liked what I saw from... God damn it, I missed the boost again. I liked what I saw from Dean Evason last year in leading that team. Just felt like he had some really bad goaltending that he had to work with. And I think the worst part about that, too, is he can't use that as an excuse this year, because Jet Greaves is playing his ass off. Like, you are wasting this kid. Like, what does that say? You are last place in the Eastern Conference, and I think I saw Jet Greaves has over a 9-1 save percentage, I think. I just saw it, too, so I do apologize. I don't remember it off the top of my head. Fucking... Well, something tells me this guy up in front is going to win. He can just coast. So, again, I really think that Dean Evason should lose his job. I don't care if it's just 2 seasons in to have the progress that he had last year and then to just throw it all away. Be better, Dean Evason. Like, so, at this point, like I said, I feel like every single year there's at least one team that's in the playoffs that falls out, and there's always a team that goes on a second half run that gets in. My team that falls out, well, currently as of the 8th, soon to be the 9th, the Buffalo Sabres are in a playoff spot. They're in the last wild card. Now, I think it would be easy to say that I think Buffalo is going to be the one to fall out. But I feel like that'd be an easy answer, especially with them being the first team in the playoffs, or like last team, sorry. I do not agree that they're going to stay this hot. Buffalo does this every single year. They suck balls for the first half. They go on an insane run, gets them back into the picture, and then they shit the bed again. This is just what Buffalo does. So if Buffalo is my first team out, and actually not to mention, I've been taught that just to keep it from saying like this is going to be the easy way, I'll take another team who, I guess that's the easy, if Buffalo's the easy take, I would say that the hot take would be, I'm going to say the Flyers are going to fall out. I know that's kind of weird considering I said they were my surprise team. Damn it! You know, I could bounce back. That's fine. But yeah, I just don't see the Flyers maintaining this. They've got some good pieces, but they've still got a lot of holes in that lineup too. Oh, nice thread. I don't think I can catch up to him though. Not unless he fully crashes or something, so... Nah, he's got it. So, those are my teams that I think will fall out. Buffalo, because Buffalo, or Buffalo, as Yearning Tree likes to call them. But hot take is the Flyers fall out, even though they're in a pretty comfortable-ish position playoff-wise. Who gets in? There's definitely some easy options there with Toronto. They got the skill and they finally seem like they've turned it around a little bit. Dennis Hildeby had a great game tonight against the Flyers. Ironic. But I am going to say the team that gets in, yes, I am saying the Toronto Maple Leafs will miss the playoffs because the defending champs, the Florida Panthers, they will get in. That team is way too good. That team is way too good to miss the playoffs. So, let's go to the West. Who's the biggest good surprise out of the West? Well, I think it goes without saying that idiot. The Seattle Kraken are the best good surprise of the West. Jordan Eberle is showing to be the ageless wonder, especially considering after a year where he only played half a season because of injury. For him to come back at 35 and be putting up a 15 goals by now, so a 30-goal pace, and he's leading his team in scoring, that is extremely impressive for a 35-year-old. And the fact that they're winning, too. Like, who would have thought? Philip Grubauer. What the hell? Where did this guy come from? Philip Grubauer is putting up, be it in a backup role, putting up a 920 plus save percentage. I don't think Philip Grubauer has ever had a 920 save percentage. But yeah, Vince Dunn having another very good season. Matty Beniers looks to be outstanding again. Could definitely expect some more out of guys like Capo Caco and... shit, I just had a name. Well, like I said, Matty Beniers having a really good season. Chandler Stevenson, interesting. You know, the thing about the Kraken right now is they're doing it with their goaltending and their defense. We know Philip Decord is a good goaltender. He will have a very nice future, good career. Booyah! I got passed. Oh well. So yeah, that's my biggest good surprise. Grubauer going into cheat code mode or some shit. He figured something out. My biggest bad surprise, for no pun intended, but no surprise, Winnipeg. How do you go from the highs that you were in last season? And I had my lucky ranks again. Good job, dumbass. Regardless, Winnipeg. That core deserves better. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Josh Morrissey are carrying that team. But they have no depth scoring. And Connor Hellebuck isn't going into God mode. Gee, what a shock. Your goaltender doesn't put up MVP type numbers, Hart Trophy numbers. Gee, it's almost as if you could have seen this coming. Connor Hellebuck, like, yes, still elite, but he was not going to repeat that season. Teams that rely on goaltending to be their carry, they do not usually do well. What the? Damn it. I had to itch. So, like I said, that's my biggest bad surprise. Who will be the first guy, you bitch? Zoomies! Ah, fuck. God, that's such a huge gap. Jeez, fucking. I am bouncing all over the place. Bounce on it, Dio. Damn it. So, again, who falls out of the West? Well, I feel like this is also the easy answer, similar to Buffalo, but at the same time, it's the answer I'm going to give. And I'll just give you one. I don't have a hot take for this because, honestly, outside of Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota, the West is wide open. Like, I think 1 point separates first in the other division. I don't know the divisions off heart. But yeah, first place in the other West division is 1 point away from the first playoff, or the first team out of the playoffs. So, my team that will fall out is San Jose. I said at the start of the season that San Jose is just playing with house money this season, and that's usually a good formula, at least for a young team. No expectations, just go out there and do your thing. And they've shown a lot of promise. Yaroslav Askarov looks outstanding. He's had his struggles, but any young goaltender is going to have struggles. And that's where I believe that they will be the team to fall out. They are very, very young. And there are going to be teams that are going to be fighting for that playoff spot. And game 50, game 60, those teams are going to be playing playoff hockey. And this second half of the season is going to be a huge learning experience for those Sharks teams. So, with that, who gets in? Well, I was saying in my pre-recording notes, I don't like anybody. Like, can the West just send, like, oh, fuck you, I was pushing down on the nose. Yeah, everybody in the West, like, just sucks. Yeah, might as well. I've got a billion tickets. But again, who gets in if San Jose falls out? Take your pick. For me personally, I think Anaheim, I guess. Like I said, there's nobody really good. First team out is Utah. Karel Vejmelka has been at best at times. They don't have Logan Cooley. Yeah, they've got a good roster, but that's a lot of talent that's not putting it together. Anaheim, like we even just said, yeah, I guess that they're going to be my pick to get... Oh, I didn't see that this was a classic. Oh, well. Well, I've seen people do, minefield. But yeah, like I said, I was saying in my pre-show notes that I don't think there's anybody that's particularly good in the West to unseat, but if it's going to be one of them, it's going to be Anaheim. Because I like them the most of these teams. Like I said, first team out, Utah. They're injured. I think they're going to play 500 hockey for the rest of the way. After them is Anaheim, the team that I say is going to make the jump and get in. Leo Carlsson is having an awful stretch. Like what, 1 assist in the past month? Ugh. He has got to turn that around. But if Leo Carlsson can indeed turn it around, on top of Lucas Dostal doing what Lucas Dostal does, they've still got a very good young defense. I mean, Anaheim's got to get out of this free fall. That's really all it boils down to. And then, like I said, after, Utah and Anaheim, then you start getting into teams that are like, ugh. Chicago, I mean, kind of the same thing. They're playing with house money, but I like San Jose's depth better. After that is Nashville. Ugh. Nashville's already talking about selling. There's already trade rumors around Jonathan Marchessault and sorry, I was tripped up looking at the standings. But yeah, they're already talking about moving Marchessault. They're talking about moving Stamkos. There's not a lot of hope there.